Welcome back. Every week, we pause to reflect because capital campaigns, especially in small towns, aren't just about buildings and budgets. They're about people choosing to be generous. This podcast explores the beautiful space where generosity occurs through ancient and modern writings from all cultures and religions, seeking deeper wisdom for capital campaign work in small towns. Whether you're just starting out or deep in the middle of a campaign, these 5-minute reflections will ground you, encourage you, and remind you why this work matters. Capital campaigns are full of so many moments that can be hard and taxing on staff, volunteers, and the organization. In this series, we are looking at ways to manage the stress. Last week, we discussed the stress associated with waiting and how to use the waiting to nurture relationships with donors. This week, we will discuss another area of stress, that is, when something that seems certain doesn't happen during a capital campaign. This week, I am reading the poem Disappointed, written by Paul Laurence Dunbar, published in 1913. Quote, "An old man planted and dug and tended, toiling in joy from dew to dew. The sun was kind, and the rain befriended. Fine grew his orchard, and fair to view. Then he said, I will quiet my thrifty fears. But even then the storm clouds gathered, swallowing up the azure sky. The sweeping winds into a white foam lathered, and the placid breast of the bay hard by. Then the spirits that raged in the darkened air swept over his orchard, and left it bare. The old man stood in the rain, uncaring, viewing the place the storm had swept. And then with a cry from his soul despairing, he bowed down to the earth and wept. But a voice cried aloud from the driving rain, Arise, old man, and plant again." Unquote. Because of the length of a capital campaign, it is likely that something that seemed guaranteed will fall through. A grant suddenly pulled, a donor experiences a sudden financial reversal and can't give, a key member of the campaign moves, gets sick, or passes away and can no longer champion the campaign. Or a portion of the project has to be scaled back, dreams lost due to a lack of community giving. These disappointments can range from minor and yet build up into the reality best described as a death by 1,000 paper cuts, or the disappointment is sudden and overwhelming. One way we can respond is to push through and act as though the disappointment didn't happen. But we can't keep pushing without burning out. This poem gives a third way. Acknowledge the disappointment and pain, and allow yourself a time to truly despair and weep. But then have hope and rise again to the work of the capital campaign in your small town. Let's reflect on one question this week. Has there been a disappointment in the campaign where you do need to stop and weep before moving forward? Share this podcast if you enjoy these 5-minute reflections and subscribe to receive these reflections released every week. To explore small town capital campaign coaching deeper, visit servingnonprofits.com. See you next week.